I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, for another Ron Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing New England Revolution versus Toronto FC. New England won, Toronto won. It was a 1-1 draw, and both teams get 1 point in the standings. Toronto FC are now in the playoff places at 7th with 38 points. And they have equaled their point total from last year, so that tells us unless we lose every match left, we are better than last year's squad. And we're in the playoff places. We got a point. We're in the playoff places. If we get 3 points next week, we'll be in 5th if every result goes our way. And then it's still very easy for us to get top 4. It wasn't the best result, but if we still have better results, we should be fine. If we beat Cincinnati, which I'm sure we will, if we don't beat Cincinnati, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. If we don't do the double over Cincinnati, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. I'm sorry. We beat Cincinnati, 3 points. We beat New York City FC, because actually normally we're like the one team who does pretty good at Yankee Stadium, honestly, which I believe in that. Then we have a game against Colorado, which I know they beat the Red Bulls, but we're better than the Red Bulls, and we're playing at home, so I think we'll beat Colorado Rapids. Then we have the first leg of the Canadian Championship Final, which is against Montreal. Even with some rotation, we should win that, I think. It's Montreal, come on. Or at least draw and give us a good chance at home in the second leg the next week. Then we would face LAFC, which is the only game in this last stretch that I think we'll lose. Because, honestly, if Vanny wants to rotate, I would be fine with this. Do a pretty good lineup against Colorado, then go to Montreal, put out your best lineup you can against the Impact, and just blow their doors off away, so when you come home, all you have to do is see out a good result, no matter what it is, and you're Canadian champions. Once again, you go to CONCACAF and rest everybody against LAFC, because are we going to win with our best lineup against LAFC? Best we could do is probably a point, and that's like everything going our way. And here's the thing with LAFC, they're just like Atlanta. The only time I want to see them try hard against LAFC is going into the MLS Cup final. I don't want him to give that up, but a regular season match against LAFC, I'm fine with Vanny pulling a John Herdman circa Gold Cup against Mexico. That's fine by me. It's fine by me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. Because honestly, there's no way everything's going to go our way, because pro referees is going to screw us. Because we're not Atlanta, we're not LAFC. They don't want us to be their showpiece team. They don't want us to be the best team, because it doesn't help American soccer and it doesn't reflect well on the U.S. Just saying. The only ones I like are LAFC, Atlanta, and maybe the Galaxy. That's really just Zlatan. So, whatever. But yeah, LA is the only one I think we're going to lose in this stretch. Then we face Chicago. Away to SeatGeek Stadium. We should beat Chicago. And we face Columbus at home. And really, at home, we should beat Columbus and win the Trillium Cup on the last day of the season. We should come out with 5 wins out of 7 in this one draw. Which, as I said, what was going to happen in this whole last run. 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. That's what I said would happen. That's still pretty bang on. Now, I thought the draw would be NYC, but honestly, it was either going to be New England or New York City. I don't think it would have been anybody else. And I know the loss would have been LAFC. So, I'm pretty good with that. So let's talk about the plays, and then I'll talk about some things that really made me angry during this match. So, in the 74th minute, Benazet crosses to Delgado. Delgado shoots, saved by Turner, pops up. Benazet heads it in, 1-0 TFC. It would stay that way for the next, basically, 10 minutes until the 86th minute, where Gustavo Bau, the brand new New England Revolution player, who's had a pretty torrid scoring pace in the MLS, shot from distance, and Quentin Westberg basically, it bounced off of him into the goal. So 1-1. We just couldn't get anything back at the end of the match. So 1-1. Not the worst match. Our first half was great. We had a great first half, and even our second half was pretty good. And if Richie Laryea would have scored that second goal, I'd be happy. I'd be overjoyed. Right now, though, I'm okay with it. I still said 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. That's still a bang-on prediction so far with these last 7 matches. And if you want me to add the Canadian Championship matches, I'd say 1 win, 1 draw. Don't know why, but we still win the trophy, which is all that matters. I don't know why I think there's going to be 1 draw, but I kind of feel like Greg Vanny's going to do some like mini rotation for the Canadian Championship and then like try to get a result against LA when you know you can't. I'd rather us just blow Montreal's doors off at Stade Saputo, but that's just me. That's just me. And just take it hard from LA. That's just me, though. Right now, that's just me. There's no way we get a result against LA, and if we do, I'm happy. But you really think? Unless maybe they're like, we've already clinched. We only have, like 3 matches left. Let's take it easy. Nobody can even catch us. Let's take it easy. And we catch them, and we get a point. Then if Greg Vanny pulls... Yeah, he's a genius. But, I'd rather just take it. I'd rather just take it. Because you know Bob Bradley's not going to do that. You know he's not. You know he's not. You know he's going to play Vela. You know he's going to play freaking Diamande. You know he's going to play Beitashour. You know he's going to play Walker Zimmerman. You know he's going to play freaking Mark Anthony K. He's going to play everybody. We're getting it deep. We're getting it deep, if you know what I mean, against LA. I'd rather us just blow Montreal's doors off and basically seal the tie in freaking Stade Saputo and just do what we have to do at home. I'm cool with that. I'd rather have CONCACAF and lose to LA. I'd rather have basically guaranteed CONCACAF and lose to LA than have to put in work against freaking Montreal the next week and still somehow lose it than win or draw against LA. That's just me. But Larea was a good player tonight. Everybody played pretty well. Westberg made 1 mistake, and that's what happened. Matt Turner kept that mistake made that mistake hang over our heads. I have to admit that. He should have been off, but whatever. Speaking of off, that Erickson Gallardo play. He was not offside. Farrell played him onside. He made the run. Turner committed dog-so. He didn't even go for the ball. He just took him out. That should have been a penalty or at least a free kick, but I think it was just like inside the box, like barely. And Turner should have been off. The penalty should have been given. Gallardo should have scored, Pozuelo should have scored the penalty, and we wouldn't be pissed. But that was a BS offside call. BS offside call. But again, if that was Joseph Martinez, you know what MLS would do? Turner would have went off. He would have got a red. It would have been a penalty, and Joseph would have done a stupid jump penalty. And then again, Jorginho does the same type of penalty, and I don't think it's stupid there, but I just hate Joseph Martinez. Even though I bought him in career mode in FIFA. He was on Chelsea. What was I supposed to do? Yeah. But yeah, if it was Joseph Martinez in Atlanta or Carlos Vela in LAFC, as I said, they would have got the penalty. But since it's Toronto, we get screwed 6 ways from Labor Day Sunday. And Gallardo almost like got legitimately hurt there. He wasn't even faking it like Martinez or Vela would. He like got clipped, and you could tell he got a knock. You could tell there was like a little bit of a knock there. He worked it off, but whatever. Yeah, that's basically the only thing that makes me angry. So, man of the match tonight, I would say Richie Larea. I love watching him play football. He's got great football IQ. He makes great runs. He's great offensively. He's great defensively, and he deserves that Canada call-up, and I can't wait to see him burn Cuba like at least 7 times next week. Like, that's going to be, well, I'll watch the match later. I'll find it. I'll watch it later. I have to watch Toronto-Cincinnati, but I'll watch the Canada-Cuba match later, and I'll talk about it maybe middle of the week. Maybe I'll make a roundabout statement about it next week in the Toronto video. But other than that, Richie Larea, man of the match. Thank you for watching. Share it, subscribe, like it, comment. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. We still got a Gillette Stadium hoodoo, but at least we got out of there with a point. So, win-win. I'm out. Peace.